Welcome to the Mike Harts Trucking Podcast, where positivity meets transportation. Here's your host, Mike Harts.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Mike Harts Trucking Podcast. Today I want to talk about setting boundaries and setting expectations for people in your life. If you have one empathetic bone in your body, you know that setting boundaries can sometimes be hard. And a lot of people, I think, go extreme with this, right? You listen to different counseling or different things, and you want to cut off everybody in your life, and you want and sometimes people don't mean to set you off. Some people don't mean to do what they're doing to you. Some people don't even know what they're doing to you. So I think the thing we don't talk about when it comes to setting boundaries is that we have to look at everyone's intentions in life. You could be making someone feel uncomfortable or upsetting someone, and you may not even know it. Your intention is not to do that, right? So we have to look at everyone's intention. If your grandpa or your dad or mom or whoever is 91 years old and they've been relatively good to you your whole life, and you've received a set of counseling from someone and they say, yeah, go ahead and cut them off. They trigger you in this area, right? That person's not going to be on this earth for much longer, and you're going to regret cutting them off. So we have to look at everyone's intention and where everyone is in their life. So some people you can take in doses. Some people you can take in small doses. Some people you can take in bigger doses. Some people you can be around all day for 24 days straight. Everybody has a limit in your life. But be careful when cutting people off. Also be careful by keeping the truly toxic people in your life too long. A lot of times we don't realize people are toxic. I talk to people all the time. They're like, I didn't know I was struggling with anxiety. I didn't know that feeling was anxiety. I didn't know that pressure inside me or that feeling inside me was anxiousness. Every time I deal with this person, I feel anxious. And we have to think about who makes us feel good, who makes us feel anxious, who makes us feel calm. And we have to adjust our life around all of these different personalities. And we have to take a good look at ourselves also and see which situations are we interpreting wrong, which situations are we interpreting right, who should be out of our lives, who should be in our lives more. A lot of times we don't appreciate the good people and we only focus on the bad people. There's people that you pour into that don't even deserve to be poured into. And then there's the people who are there in your life that are there all the time that you're like, oh, they're going to be there tomorrow. I'll call them when I feel like it, or I'll talk to them when I want to. They're going to be there tomorrow. I already know. And we take an approach like that, and it's really not a good approach. We have to appreciate the people who are there for us. There's this thing in our society when people ignore us and treat us bad, we become addicted to those people. We want those people, we want their validation. And then when people treat us good, we ignore them. We have to set good boundaries and take inventory of the people in our life. Who's been good to us? Who's been wrong to us? Who's been bad to us? In the trucking industry, it's similar to this. When a broker is looking for carriers, a lot of times they will go through a list. Who's delivered on time? Who's my reliable carriers? Who's my good carriers? Who's the carriers who's always there for me and I can rely on? When shippers are looking for good brokers, who are the brokers who we get along? When carriers are looking for good loads, what are the brokers who do me right? What are the shippers who do me right? When it comes to relationships, we have to look at people's track record. We can't look at what we want them to do. We have to look at what their track record is. I'm not saying not to give people grace and mercy. I'm just saying we have to look at people's track record and treat them according to that. I think it was Maya Angelou said, when people tell you who they are, believe them. When people in business tell you who they are, believe them. When people ignore you, believe them, right? In dating life, some ladies and men have this thing where they go, oh, the worse people treat me, the more attracted I am. That's an unhealthy trait you have. You need to get that fixed. That's not a good thing. I like what I like. I like this. I like when people treat me wrong. And that's not good. That's probably why you're in the relationships you're in. That's probably why you haven't had success. None of us are perfect. But what I'm saying is you have to get to a place where you set boundaries, take inventory for your life, in your trucking business, in your personal life, wherever it's at. Hope you enjoyed this podcast. This is the Mike Harts Trucking Podcast. Take care of yourself. Please spread the word. Peace.
As always, thank you for listening to the podcast. Our goal is to bring positivity to the transportation world. If you would like to bring Mike in as a speaker at your trucking company or conference, please email us at mikehartsnow@gmail.com or call us at 815-441-8234. Our website is mikeharts.com. Thanks so much for listening and be safe.